Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Sup peeps, Crypto Enigma here, welcome back to the channel, baby, yeah. So, Kommo-o has recently made a triumphant return to the game, and in this particular video, he is going to demonstrate why he's so good. Let's get it. Now, since my opponent here is using legendaries, I'm gonna go ahead and lead with my boy Spidops here, because sticky webs will actually be essential for this match, so it's best to deploy them at the very beginning of the battle. And my opponent goes with Doom Desire, which is a move that takes effect after 2 turns, and that gives me this sticky web here. And honestly, that's all my boy Spidops needed to do here, but since I haven't taken any damage, I'm gonna take the opportunity to use String Shot here, because my opponent is using Cosmic Power, raising his defense, special defense and defense. And I already know he's basically just gonna do that until his attack takes effect. So I'm actually gonna try to force my opponent to withdraw here by affecting his status as much as possible, and I'm gonna do that here with String Shot. And actually, this here is my second String Shot. I know now that my Spidops is faster than my opponent, but my boy took that like a champ, didn't even need to use my focus hat. But since I'm already faster, he lands this memento, and ladies and gentlemen, from this point, my opponent already done goofed. Since I know that Spidops outsped Jirachi here, I'm just gonna go ahead and initiate the rest of my plan. He misses his attack, and I go with my boy Tatsugiri again. I already know that my boy here is faster, so I immediately click Memento, no time to waste. I land the Memento, I decrease his attack again, and keep in mind this is all to force my opponent here to withdraw. So I decreased his speed twice, I decreased his attack twice with Memento, and with that in mind, again, I'm gonna go ahead with my boy here, Colossal, continue my plan. I'm gonna click spikes here because 1 spike and 1 stealth rock will be necessary for this sweep to work, and I will explain why later in the video. But for now, I was able to get my spikes out, and he clicks another Doom Desire, but I am not scared at this point. My boy took 2 mementos, so I comfortably used that stealth rock. And since I haven't taken any damage, again, I'm going to continue to work on my boy's status condition, my opponent's status condition. You saw he raised his defense again. So I click this smoke screen, and I'm absolutely comfortable here. My plan is going, well, according to plan. And he uses another Cosmic Power, raising his defense. So right now he should be pretty tanky, and that could potentially ruin the sweep. So I am trying to force my opponent to switch out, and here he realizes how weak he actually is. So my plan so far absolutely going swimmingly. I was able to force that switch out after he realized how weak he was, and Dialga here is going to run into the smoke screen that I had prepared for Jirachi. So he runs into the spikes, he lands on the web, runs into the rocks, and takes the smoke screen to the face. Again, my plan is going absolutely swimmingly, and I go for another smoke screen.
Surprise, motherfucker!
He lands that Aura Sphere. I thought that was gonna take me out, but my boy tanks it and delivers another smoke screen to the face. So Colossal here performed as best as he could. Beautiful performance by my boy Colossal. Literally best case scenario. Now, y'all already know my boy. Y'all already know what the deal is. Arena trapped Dialga here, and this bulldoze is essential. I needed the Pokemon, the opponent, to be slower than Kommo-o when he comes out. So that was an essential bulldoze there. I was able to land it, and without Roar of Time being used, I know now that my opponent has to cool down for the next turn, so I take advantage of that by using this sand attack. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. That was the setup. There's nothing left needs to be done. He takes this memento. I decrease his attack. I already decreased his accuracy. My boy Doug Trio here takes a bow, and it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the star of the evening. Give it up for your boy. Oh look, I don't even need to use Earthworm there. Give it up for your boy Kommo-o. Now Dialga here is a dragon type, and that actually works in my favor because I'm weak to dragon. So I terrestrialize baby into this Terra type baby, and so for this specific reason, the Fairy Terra type counters my dragon weakness, and for this specific sweep, it directly counters fighting and dark type priority moves, baby. Your boy thought all the way through, and look at that. I read my boy like a book. I knew that he was going to attack me since he was super effective against me. I ate that attack, and now I'm gonna use this substitute. Did y'all see that? Specifically for that reason. The reason I went with substitute there was to intentionally chip my health down so that I can activate that salad berry, which raises my speed. And my boy Dunguk, he missed that iron tub because of those smoke screen. So anyways, I raised my speed with that salad berry, and now that was absolutely important. With that done, I'm officially faster than all of my opponent's Pokemon. Keep that in mind. I ate that berry. Keep that in mind. Let's get it, baby. The sweep is underway. Dialga down. My opponent goes with Koraidon here. He lands on the webs, lands on the spikes, runs into them rocks.
Little big ass motherfucker.
And I'm gonna go ahead and click that super effective Dragon Claw. Now my opponent here, he gets scared and he decides to terrestrialize out of desperation.
The power within! Yeah!
And he's a Fire Terra type. But that's alright, baby. Ain't nobody scared. It's already too late. Y'all already know I'm faster. I told you I ate that salad berry. Bop. And again, I needed that salad berry because I did do this sweep. Obviously, I tried this sweep before off camera, and I definitely do need the speed boost. There are certain Pokemon, quite a few of them, that can still outspeed me even after landing on the sticky web. So, Jirachi here comes back out, lands on the webs, lands on the spikes, lands on them rocks, and close combat. Why not, baby? No more Jirachi.
Emotional damage.
Next up is my boy Mewtwo, and y'all already know he lands on the webs, lands on the spikes, runs into the rocks. Ain't nobody scared here. Keep this. Another Dragon Claw here. Again, outsped my boy. Stop. Oh, and so now I forgot to explain the reason I went with Stealth Rock and the spikes. Hold on, look at this. Rayquaza comes out and he does not land on the sticky web because he's a flying type. So I click this Dragon Claw and I outsped Rayquaza without him. So he didn't land on the sticky webs, and I still outsped him. That salad berry absolutely came through. Last but not least, Giratina here. My boy ain't finna do nothing. Y'all already know what's up. Super effective Dragon Claw. I'm faster. Take it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And so the reason I went with the reason I went with Stealth Rock and the spikes there is because Dragon Claw, believe it or not, doesn't always KO depending on the Pokemon. There are a few legendaries out there that are still able to take that Dragon Claw. So the spikes and the Stealth Rocks were necessary. But with that said, that was the sweep, ladies and gentlemen. Kommo-o, don't fuck with my boy. He'll beat your ass. If you like this, I'll stop. But thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you made it to the end of this video, I absolutely love you. I absolutely appreciate you, and I can't stress that enough. But for what it's worth, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. And if you happen to enjoy this video, you may enjoy some of my other content as well. So feel free to check that out if you so wish to. But with that said, again, thank you for watching, and I love you, baby. Mwah.